Hey guys, so I got this reel spooler a while back, and it's supposed to be a semi-automatic way of spooling a new reel. I haven't spooled any of my reels lately, so I haven't really had a good opportunity to use it, but I'm gonna use it today. I don't know why I'm making a video of it, but maybe somebody can, maybe somebody's interested on how these work. I have never used it, so this is a first time for me. So a couple things I know you have to do. We're going to put it on this Quantum Optics 20 reel. It's just a 20 spinning reel. First thing you're going to want to do is take it off of your rod. So you don't need that for this particular type. So you have it just by itself here. And we're going to be using a 6-pound trilene sensation line. I know it's backwards, I think, but anyway, it's kind of like I think it's actually one of the telescoping rods, and it's kind of like a backup rod. So I like to use a lightweight on those because usually I go ATVing and we're fishing for brook trout or something like that. That's in a small pond. So the first thing you're going to want to do is tie your arbor knot on your reel. I'm using a really thin line here, so it's going to be difficult to do any tutorials on a reel knot, an arbor knot, but basically the first thing you want to do is make a overhand knot at the end of your tag line, and just a very simple, that wasn't a knot. Here we go. So just a real simple knot. It doesn't have to be anything big, just a super tiny knot. So like I said, it's probably thin, so I won't be able to show you, but I'll just do this in the background real quick and tie this up here. So I wish I had some music for you while you're waiting, but unfortunately I don't. Maybe I'll hit pause. Okay, so we're back. I got my arbor knot tied onto my reel and the spool. So apparently with this reel spooler, it doesn't matter which side you put the spool, because it's supposed to take the memory out or automatically adjust for that. So you have this adjustment knot here, and this adjustment screw, and what that'll do is it changes how far these little prongs go. So basically, if you tighten them up, they won't go any farther than that, and that's what you're going to use to hold your spool in. So what you want to do, see if I can do this. Is you want to put your spool in the center of that, just like so, and then tighten this up so it holds that spool firmly in between that little grabber there. Now these balls are like they're a plastic ball, so there should be some kind of friction, but if it was rubber, then the spool wouldn't go freely, so it doesn't need to grip it super tight. You still want some kind of grip there. Once you get that in there, you're going to mount your reel into the space provided, and it fits most reels, and just tighten it up like you normally would. So there's a little bit of line hanging here for starters, but just like anything, you can just take the slack out. Make sure you hold it here the first few turns. And like I said, I have never used this before. So what happened right here is this got wrapped around that part there. And it looks like that's going to be a pain in the butt. So I'm going to loosen this up and pull the line out and get rid of that. Okay, we're going to put it back on, tighten it back up. So it's going to keep doing that. It's going to keep coming up. I don't know if this line has some extra memory in it, but I'm just going to hand reel that spool until it's tight. Just like that. And so we're going to start. So if you notice when I first started, it kind of flipped that reel around. And that automatically adjusts for the memory, the right angle or the right side you're pulling the line from. And that's kind of why it spins around. So it would do that. So I wasn't going to bore you with spooling the reel. The one thing that it doesn't do with some of the nice automatic ones is automatically stop when you have enough spool or enough line on your spool. But you kind of want to leave about an 1/8 inch or so, depending on the size of your reel. This particular one's a 20, so we can fit quite a bit of line on here. I'm not sure what the rated amount is, but usually they'll tell you how much line you can put on there. I like this because it keeps it nice and tight. You don't have to hold it like the traditional way. I've been chasing spools all over the floor as it gets away from me, or gets lost on the pencil, or gets wrapped up. But I think once you get it going, it seems like it's pretty easy. So just keep doing that until you fill your spool up. Let's adjust the drag a little bit. And I think that should be pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna snip that line, and that's the spooled reel. I'm kind of impressed. That was easy. A little difficult to set up, but I think once you do a couple of them, it's going to be a lot smoother than what I did. So this is the brand of it. It's probably reversed again. It's Piscifun. Piscifun. And this is the semi-automatic reel spooler. So not bad.